Alright, we are ready to go up to the next level here, and we have on this game all of this going on here right here. We have inheritance happening so that we can have multiple enemy types. We have gotten quite a bit further than we needed to be. We have the foundation built. We can actually go further than this. So what we're going to do next is we're going to build a complete level. We're going to build it to the point where we can go further. I say almost complete. We're going to build everything but the end of it. We're going to get to the point where we can move further. We're going to make another enemy type. We're going to do a bunch of little magical things today. So what I want for you for a challenge is I want you to extend this bad boy. I want you to make it so it goes beyond where the screen is at to a little bit further and further, and build some ways to get to from point A to point B, and just do it. Just have the background up further and just do some platforms. You're probably going to end up changing them when I add that new enemy type, so don't get too set on what you're doing. Maybe throw some extra cherries everywhere or whatever you made for your collectible. You can do all sorts of different things. Alright, pause the video here, do it yourself, or you can have me playing in the background because I'm going to go ahead and do it real quick, but I'm going to definitely speed this part up. Alright, thank you. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now, I want to make a next enemy on here. Do something fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to make him. Actually, for a challenge, just keep it going. I want you to try to make an enemy of an eagle on here somewhere. You don't need to give him any kind of behavior or anything like that. I just want you to have a nice little animated eagle. Alright, right click, create empty. We're going to go into the move tool wherever he's at. We're going to go right there. We're going to make sure the Z zeroed out. It sure is. We're going to add a component for a sprite renderer. We're going to make sure that the sprite renderer is actually putting him on the entity layer, because that is where we are seeing things. Well, where we see things like the frog and such, and the cherries and all that stuff. Remember that this foreground layer will actually be in front of that, and this background layer will be behind that. Alright, we're going to put him on the right level there. Make sure that it's zeroed out still. And we are going to name this Eagle. We are going to go into our Sunnyland, Artwork, Sprites. Oh, I forgot to lock the Eagle. Let's lock the Eagle. We're going to go to Enemies, Eagle. We're going to take a look at this guy. We're going to drag over that sprite over here to the Eagle itself. Or not. We're not going to do it that way. Why we're not going to do it that way? Because it doesn't just automatically know like it does in a lot of other Unity parts. So when we drag it over there, we see that it's tiny. Once again, because we did not scale it. So we're going to go over here, hit the 16 pixels, and boom, you got yourself the start of an eagle. Alright. Now, if you didn't do this already, you need to actually have a collider on him at the very least. You can put a rigid body on him. That really depends on whether you're going to have him move or not. I am not planning to have these eagles move at all. I think it'll be more fun to not have them move. So that is up to you. We're going to add ourselves a collider on him. Again, you can still do this yourself if you want to pause the video at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now if you haven't paused it. Alright, I want him to be a certain size. I don't really want the wingspan to be inside of there. And we'll make it so that you have to hit this portion of him right around there. I don't want it to be too picky though at the same time. Alright, and we're going to put him on the enemy layer. We're going to add we're going to make an eagle script. Eagle. Create and add. I don't know why this keeps on pulling that up automatically. I haven't told it to come up, but whatever. So now the eagle script is on there. We're going to have it inherit from the enemy script. And as you can see inside the enemy script, it is using protective virtual protective virtual void start. We might not necessarily need to even make a start function inside of here. I haven't decided yet. The big portion of this is that I would like for him to still have the jumped on function and the death function and all that inside of there. So for now, we're going to leave him exactly the same. I'm not even sure if we need to add any more functionality to it. I just know that I don't want him to function like the frog. So we're going to go test this out real quick. See how it works out. See if there's anything missing that we need to add. Jump on the frog. He explodes. We're going to jump over here, land on him, and nothing happens. Why did nothing happen? There's no animator. So right now there's definitely no animator inside of that eagle at all. And you're going to look over here and see inside of this enemy script over here that it has anim.set trigger to death. So we automatically try to get the animator, and then we try to use the animator to do the death animation. It's just part of what the enemy does. Okay, so let's add all the things that we need for that. We need to add a couple actual hold on, sprites, enemies. We need to add a couple of animations to them actually, so this is going to be pretty cool. So we're going to go over here, we're going to go create animation. By the way, this is a good time to pause the video again and try to do it yourself, but if you need help, I can of course show you. Animation, we're going to go eagle. They call it an attack, I'm just going to call it fly. He's just flying over there. It's not really much of an attack if you look at it. And we're going to go ahead and drag it over to our eagle. It's going to add the animator component to him because it's just smart enough to know that is something that you need. We go to the animator, we see eagle fly. We're going to put in a parameter, trigger, death, because that is needed for our script. As you can see right here, it uses that. And we're going to go any stat, we're going to go, actually, you know what we'll do is we'll drag in. We'll go to sprites, FX, enemy death. We can just drag in the animation that we made earlier, enemy death. We go from any state, make transition. We click on this right here. We go, it actually is pretty set up. We're ready. There's no exit time. We'll take off the transition. And there we go. We have death, and we just got to put the condition down on here for it now. Condition, death. There we go. Now, eagle fly, of course, it happens naturally. We want to go ahead and make that animation work out. So we're going to select our eagle. We're going to go window. And by the way, if you haven't done this already on your own, I definitely recommend for you to try to pause the video and make it on your own right now. So I'm going to go to animation, and we're going to go over here to sprites, enemies, eagle. We're going to select all these, drag them over. We see it says eagle fly, so we know in the right one. We're going to drag them over one by one, get them all on here. We're going to drag over the last one again because we're used to it by now. And we're going to hit the play button. It looks pretty good. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to hit play. We're going to see how it functions at this point. Collecting the cherries. Whoa! I misjumped. Boom. He explodes. Boom. And he explodes. Now, as you can see that he was paused over there, that was just a mistake on my side. I should hit loop time on this eagle fly animation. Jump on the frog. We're going to go over here. And we got to jump on the eagle. It worked out perfectly. All right. Pretty good. So now we have created an eagle. We've extended our level, made it a little better. We can take this eagle and do something along the lines of wherever he is. There he is. We can do, for one thing, we're going to want to make a prefab of him, so we can just use him whenever we want. We make changes just to prefab and have changes. But I also just want to copy and paste him. You can do things this way as well. Take this new eagle. You see it says the one next to it in the parentheses. Just drag it over like this. Then you get this cool little effect in your game where you run across, take all these cherries, woo, jump over here, jump on the frog, go over here, and you go pow, and then pow, and you can just end up going through everything like that and being able to just run right across and make jumps that you normally can't make. Oh, I didn't know that was going to be so long. I'm going to put a eagle there. So once again, we just copy, paste, make an eagle, and you can do the same type of thing on here, and then you can kind of just do something like that so that you bounce off of them and get those two cherries real quick. It'll be kind of fun. So try it out, see if the game feels right. Boom. That frog is still moving when he's exploding, which is kind of a problem. I need to start setting the velocity to 0 when they die. Oh, I missed. Maybe it's because of the... Yeah, that is because of that. So what we need to do here is we need to go to the Eagle prefab over here. I can't really edit the collider. So what I'll do here actually is I'll take one of the Eagles. I'll go, this is a good time to see what like the prefabs do. You're gonna go to edit. You're gonna extend this out because that did not feel right. It's like I went right through the Eagle. You're gonna extend that out like that, and then you're gonna just, oh, I didn't even do that. Then you're gonna click that off, so that now it's got a bigger box on there. You're gonna hit apply, and that made the changes happen to the Eagle prefab on here. So if I drag this out, you'll see the bigger box on that. I push Control Z to get rid of it. That's undo, pretty much in every program ever. So unless you're on a Mac, and then you're gonna select the other Eagles on here. You can select one at a time. I thought you could do both at the same time. You're gonna hit revert, and you'll see that the box extends. Oh, did I revert them both already? What happened there? Oh, I think I might just learn something new actually. Hold on. If I make this really small, then I click it off and I hit apply. Does that automatically? Oh, that's really cool. I didn't realize that it would go on all the other Eagles if I just did it to the first one and hit apply. That's really cool. I had no idea. I thought it just made changes to just that instance. Nifty. So like right now, it's not done, but if I hit apply, it goes on all of them. That's really cool. That's even better than I thought it was. Much better workflow than I thought it was. So you make all the enemies basically function the same. You just create a different prefab if you want multiple different types on that. That's cool. And that's good. That jump distance is perfect. I did not expect that. That was by accident. Whoa! I missed again. That time I just missed. Alright. So anyway, you guys get the picture. You can mess around with this. This gives you some functionality here. We're nearly done with making this, honestly. Like, we've gotten to the point where you have a whole platformer kind of going. There are definitely some things that we want to do to make it like feel and act a little bit better, but for the most part, this game is pretty feature rich for, you know, what we want a platformer to be. There might be more things that you guys want that I'm not thinking of. If you do, just let me know down in the comments below, and I can definitely add more videos to this series. But for now, I think that that is pretty good. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please smash that like button, give me a subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And you can also leave comments below about what you want, what you don't want, what you like, what you don't like, all of that. Especially like I like some feedback on like what kind of series you all would like and stuff like that, because that would definitely give us a yeah, that would definitely like help me to figure out what kind of video series to post up on here. So thank you very much. That is all for today. Have a great day. Bye.